Okay, guys, so as you saw from the last couple teams, we're in a bind right now. It's very difficult for us currently to get to the 1900s. I know people are like, yo, Jam, just use a real team. I'm like, this defeats the point. Like, that wouldn't be very entertaining, one, for myself, but also the point of it is to get these unique the word I'm going to use is unique teams to the top, so I just have to figure it out. I mean, obviously it would have been 1900 with Teleon, barring the hacks, so that's the factor, obviously. But other than that, I mean, even then, we're not getting #1 unless I modify these teams enough to where Decidueye is doing work consistently, Typhlosion is doing work consistently. The Sun ones are a little harder because I have to run Torkoal and a Trashmon, which is essentially playing with 4 Pokemon. Whereas Rain is a little different. Pelipper is actually legit in and of itself. So the Inteleon team was probably the most solid. Excuse me, Decidueye on the other hand has almost no upside. It's literally almost playing with 4 months, 5 months. But we'll prevail. I just need to lose to everything possible, which is usually the harder part, so that nothing can surprise me, because people are still surprising me with their sets, and that's really the killer. And so as I'm looking at this guy's team, I don't see a reason Terra Water Guard can't just set up and sweep, but that's what I mean when I said the surprise factors. So what I'm looking at here is really Chomp maiming turn 1 versus Cole. He hard switches to Hatterene here, gets the eject button, which forces in the Walking Wake. The Walking Wake is going to be plus speed or plus special attack. Either way, it's going to be fine, but it's going to be specs. Then the Toxapex, is going to eat 1 hit from the Walking Wake. We're gonna see what kind of wake it is. If it's Choice Specs Draco, then we'll eat, right? It's not gonna eat it well, but it's gonna eat it. And then I have the potential Terra Fairy. Now I could Terra Fairy here and trap this, which would make him out of the game. But a Terra Water Garg is better. I'm lying. Garg's Terra doesn't matter, except versus this. So I'm going to just switch on the off chance he doesn't know. So he didn't know. Okay. And so what this looks like is, okay, I need to ensure that my Pex can switch in on a Draco Meteor next time, because he's going to do that same sequence again. So what we're going to do is pivot to Pex this first turn. I did not expect Torkoal, truth be told, but Torkoal is fine. We can Infestation. He actually didn't give me the Sun. Interesting. I'm gonna Acid Spray here. 3 turns of Sun. So the Walking Wake won't have the boost anymore as he yawns, but yawn won't matter considering is that true? Torkoal is gonna die here, and I'm gonna go to sleep. I need this awake, but the Walking Wake isn't as threatening anymore. But if Toxapex isn't, but if I let this get away, then the Walking Wake's a problem again. So without the Sun, the Walking Wake probably cannot muscle past my Garganacl. Now Pex is gonna have to go to sleep. I can burn sleep turns. That won't be too difficult, but I just don't see how he's gonna get past Terra Water Guard without the Sun, especially because the Hatterene is not leftovers. So he gets poison. He has Earthquake. That isn't good. Okay. So I'm asleep. The Walking Wake gets a special attack boost. And now he can just Hydro Steam for free. Funnily enough, my Decidueye is legit here. So I'm actually going to give this up because I don't need... well, I do want it, but I don't need it anymore since the Sun is going to go away. So he's Hydro Steam committing. And he committed the Terra Water, which is great for Garg. I could have went Garg here and started to fuck him up, but it's actually better to go to Decidueye, and I think I can one-shot the fucking Roaring Moon. This is a relatively safe prediction, even if he does stay in with the Walking Wake. But Roaring Moon, if I catch the Roaring Moon on the switch, let me think. Chomps for Tusk. Unceralage. say worst case scenario, go Sterilage or Hatterene. Yeah, I'll be fine. This dude's actually very bad at this game, but as I said, doesn't matter. That was a horrendous decision. I don't know why he's saying to go for Hydro Steam, but the only thing that could muscle through my Garganacl is now gone. That does let me know that he's very likely to leave this in if I go Garg. My only qualm with that is that I guess if I go Goldengo, he's still gonna switch. Not if I make it rain. I think he's definitely the type to leave to go Roaring Moon here. Okay, so he just sacks Hatterene. I said that because Sterilage always beats Chomp, Swords Dance or not. I don't think Goldengo dies. Even if it does, it doesn't matter. But I don't think Terra Water will knock me out. I didn't think he'd Draco there, truth be told. We just make it rain again. Yeah, I figured he'd go Roaring Moon this time. Which, again, why sack the Walking Wake? Maybe he knew I had low kick. Maybe he's seen, at least recognized me from YouTube, so maybe he knows I have low kick. So here, Make It Rain will not KO. But I probably win after a Rapid Spin. The only way he knocked me out would be, you see. Because what I'm thinking is if I let him switch to Great Tusk, I guess I could just go Roaring Moon. I could go Garchomp here. If he U-turns or crunches, he'd be to the range where I could just Shadow Ball. But what am I sacking to the Walking Wake? So I'm actually going to go for E-Scarf. I figured he'd U-turn just in the nature of his play, but and now he's going to go to the Walking Wake double. But Garg is best here. Bitter Blade, oh, that's fine. Now I get finally to get to Terra Water. I almost clicked Curse on accident because Great Tusk coming. I do want the chip on the Tusk because soon I'll be able to just devour his team with Garchomp. Now that I get the rocks up, that'll shut down the Headlong Rush. He's physical. I mean, he's offensive, and it's fucking what's his face? It's, you know what I'm saying. So it's Scarf Roaring Moon, which means my Goldengo's only decent, but it does mean every time it comes in I get a kill. No, I don't. Yeah, all I'd have to do is Rapid Spin at this point. Sterilage always loses to because he Dragon moves here every time. So let me think. Offensive Tusk with eject button. Curse Guard can't be beat. I think that has its Goldengo. Because Goldengo loses to 2 of his mons. So I'm actually going to give it up. It loses to Shadow Sneak. And it does give me a little bit of prediction room. But it loses to Shadow Sneak and probably Dragon Duck Pulses. Yeah, that's what I figured. Now, if I go Tusk and he leaves this in. Or if I go Garg. If I go Garg, Salt Cure. How does he beat my Great Tusk after that? If I go Great Tusk, entice him to Dragon Pulse and kill this. I like Garg a little bit more. My reason being is that my Tusk can set up versus his, because his Tusk gonna have to stare down my, so it does 50. Okay, I wasn't sure what the roll on that would be. That's a lot. 50 is a lot. So now he Tusks. As I said, my Tusk sets up on his, so I'm assuming he's gonna try to go Sterilage on mine, but I don't mind that. I could curse spam, but yeah, so CC crits me there, so he would have crit that one, which is good to know. As we just spin here, Scarlet comes in. Scarlet is done. I suppose I could have been more. Again, I just don't see how he be. Well, guard the swabs. I mean, it's not even about I think you have this kind of thing. Because you can luck me, and that's what I'm trying to find a win con where he can't hacks me. So Scarlet comes in, which is to be expected. I'm going to bulk up this first turn in case he tries to sack his Tusk. Because if this has taunt, I'm in a bind. Okay, so it's Bitter Blade, but it's slower than me. So Scarlet, and now the Walking Wake has to Water Stab. It doesn't even matter if he Draco Meteors, which I think guarantees the loss. So I curse here because I know he's going Tusk. He doesn't have knock, it seems, so I get to recover here. I need to be high enough to where I can take on Draco. I don't think I can play around the hacks. I don't know. I'll have to look over this. You see what I'm talking about? No, Jam, you're overreacting, man. What about this dude crits twice with the CC? He crit my Garchomp. Crit the Garchomp crit didn't matter, but bro got 2 crits. Okay, so I don't need a nut. How many CCs does he have? So what I'm trying to do is be high enough on health to where Draco can't kill. So I'm going to curse again as he goes to Walking Wake. And I can recover for 1 turn as he fishes for the Draco crit. And now I can go for Salt Cure. Because I now know Draco does 73. The only thing that could knock me out is, yeah. And so it goes to Roaring Moon. And I recovered for 1 turn. I don't know what he could possibly do. Outrage. Okay. Outrage is doing. If he crits this one, I'd be in a bind. Okay. Salt Cure should do enough to where it dies. Okay. For the love of God, Garg. Phew. Again, dude got 2 crits in a row with his Great Tusk. I have damn near no points. He got 2 crits in a row with his Great Tusk. And these are the things that I'm talking about. I have to play in ways that I can't leave it up to a 6. 2 in a row, bro. 2 in a row. Jam, he just got a crit. What are the odds? Guess another 1 in a row. So every CC used in the beginning was a crit. And I've lost too many games to that, man. Like, it does make it harder for me to calc the best possible play because I'm like, okay, I'm not just calculating what wins, but one wins without the luck. And the style of team is on the slower end, as was the last 2. Well, the Inteleon one wasn't. So, because the Decidueye is such a mid-mon, I have to have a bit of backbone on my team for when it underperforms. So as you notice, Pex, Tusk, and Garg kept the team on his back when Decidueye was doing nothing. But I'm sure if I review that game, there were moments where I could have played more cleanly and made it a little easier for myself. But as we said, Terrawater Garg would beat his team, and that's what happened. But moving on to this one, Gamora is a funny mon, funny mon to deal with for a lot of reasons. But if I had to keep this simple, I think the Decidueye on lead should. I'd hope it kills the Sneak. I don't want to get it 2 hazards. That's what I'm trying to avoid, because I could technically Goldengo, Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball. Goldengo isn't be it for the Dragonite. Tusk is good by itself. Like, Tusk could sweep him. Garg probably is going to sweep as well. Let's see how much this shit does. Life Orb, I'd assume Life Orb. Actually, no, Gamora is not the frailest thing in the world. So I wanted to entice him to attack. Please, for the love of God. Okay, it did nothing. Okay, so he's just gonna go for rocks then. He sludge waved again. I didn't expect him to wave. Okay. Okay, so that worked out. That's exactly what I wanted. Good gambit play. Because you force you might SD. He does SD. I didn't expect him to. For a lot of reasons. But he does. Which means you Katao. Okay. He won't knock me out, but so let's say he suckers. Yeah. It's not leftovers. So what could it be? My Tusk can come in and bulk up and I can trick it. So Gambit being gone early is really big for me. What I can't risk is him Swords Dancing again. So he's probably thinking I don't have another hazard. Yeah, now he's gonna attack me. Yeah. So I knew once he saw the spikes he'd get like, he's not that high on the ladder, so I know the psychology of around a 1600 player. Once he saw the spike, he's like, oh shit, I can't play too much with this because if he gets up all layers and outplays me, I'm fucked. I expected EQ to kill him, truth be told, but it's a fucking Gambit. So Gambit being gone means that Shadow Ball is very free. Garganical is very free. More so, Garganical is very free. In fact, I'm gonna go to said Garganical. This is a buy-in because I do not want to take a fucking energy ball. And his walking wake's a bitch. I can't risk taking an energy ball here. What's the worst case scenario? I'm having what, like Terra Psychic plus special attack. Does have energy ball. Okay. So two of the things we said happened. So my Pex is gone when it shouldn't be. Because as you see, Psychic did 70. Well, maybe it would have died. But I would have pivoted into Goldango. But it is what it is. We'll make do. The reason this is a big issue is because the walking way now is free. He actually goes Azu, which is surprising to me, considering Azu can't KO Goldango. Yeah, it's a Assault Vest though. Okay, so since it's AV, what are my worst case scenarios? Staring down on the Encore Dragonite. So this is gonna sound wild, but I'm actually gonna go Tusk on this. One Tusk eats the hit like it's nothing. A fucking Tusk and this dude gets a defense drop. Like, you cannot make this shit up. The primary reason being, if it's the Encore Dragonite like we faced in the past, I need to have counterplay for that. Guard can come in and set up on this, but I need to time things properly. And Goldango in the back tucked can come in and Shadow Ball spam if I need to, or can trick that Dragonite. So he Terra Waters, and the fucking defense drop ends up mattering. Phenomenal stuff. Beautiful stuff. But the good thing about that is that it's unlikely that you got a defense drop again, guys. Again. I'm explaining this because people think I'm fucking around when I said like there's something in the area that is like is bounded to try to fucking stop your boy, man. I really want Assault Cure here. I need the other defense boost. No, I don't. I wanted the other defense boost. I may have needed it because now I'm in range. I didn't want him going to Dragonite and having Encore. So it goes Dragonite now, which is insane to me. On a Cursed Guard, what are you gonna do? See? So the second defense drop on the Yazoo was big because I'd be able to just Salt Cure spam otherwise. Okay, it is what it is. We'll make do. We gotta go back to Garg. It's Fire Punch. I'm actually really glad that it's Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, man. Yeah, this very situation happened before. So Azu, if let's say Azu didn't crit me, I'd always, one of two things would happen. He'd have to hard switch into Dragonite, try and Encore me, in which case I'd be able to predict it. Because if he goes hard Dragonite out of on a Cursed Garg, and he has to Encore that turn, and I wouldn't be low on it. Like, there's so many reasons these things matter. But again, it is what it is. We've been here before, haven't we? Right, so it's very frustrating. I'm using a Decidueye. Ah, it is what it is. I get to motherfuckers have never even seen liquidation drop defense, much as get it twice in what, 2 turns or twice in a row. But yeah, I'm thinking what I could have done differently though. You know, I guess the turn he play roughed, I didn't want to get play rough. Nah, I mean, he got the defense drive. He got what he needed, and it played out big time for him. So how much did we lose to that? We're now fucking 17-37. I knew this Decidueye one would be the riskiest of my teams, but the thing about it is that it actually technically is winning the games, but it's very, very, other than Garg, is not very hacks resistant compared to my other ones. I guess my Inteleon wasn't very hacks resistant. Yeah, I mean, all of them are the same. What am I talking about? That didn't even make sense. But it really just kills my vibe going into the next game when I'm losing to 1640 players that don't know what the fuck they're doing and get bailed out. But I gotta now consider the Encore Dragonite because that's the second time I've seen it. So moving on. Ideally, this guy is a dumbass that just knocks here. Reason being because he doesn't need an item removed. Plus, I trap and remove his Miascarada, which obviously opens up my Garganical because Curse Garg chews on this bro's team. My Toxapex is a big issue, especially if his Pex is not AV. But even if it is AV, he has to U-turn, which won't do shit to me, and then he has to go for Infestation for a turn, which gives me Acid Spray time. So I'd have the edge. Tinglu's okay. Which means he has to EQ though. Okay. This is mindless players we're talking about. No, let me stop. Not everybody's mindless, so yeah. So if I had to spread into I could have trapped and killed this Tinglu. How much would that have mattered though? The reason I didn't expect him to just spin, I mean to just, oh, I was gonna say because he doesn't have a ghost type, but I guess he does. I was mistaken. So I forced the Terra. The Tinglu is trying to get rid of my, I probably should have bulked up there. I'll do it this turn. Interesting. Good Miascarada play. Depending on what it is. So he Terra it already. Which means he has no Shadow Ball switching, like at all. So if I play the Hazard game and get my Shadow Ball in, depends on what his Hatterene is too. Pex is still bulky as shit. Like, I'm still a fucking Pex. Is he banded? Sorry about he's banded, okay. I wasn't sure what he was. So he's banded, which is worse for my Garg. But 39%. Okay. So he Tusks. I don't know why Tusk was the answer unless it's his Choice Scarf, but it's lefties and he's already Terra'd. Dozo is max Spadef. Good to know. Good to know. I gotta keep that Miascarada at bay. So he wave crashes, which is what I wanted. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Things are going excellently. Not really, but now he's getting to the point where I'll just Shadow Ball spam, but I'll have to trick first, which does hurt me versus Miascarada a little bit. But if I Terra, then it won't. So I'm gonna have to trick Terra, flying, recover. That'll stop the spikes from doing what it's doing. Well, Pex, Draining Kiss is excellent. Sometimes these don't even run Psy Shock. Pex is too important though. Sometimes they don't. Okay, so Tinglu. Okay, so that worked out blessedly. do think he's gonna leave this, and he goes Meow Scarlet. He's now banded. He's not banded anymore, which is bittersweet. It's bittersweet. You see me hover over the low kick there, but yeah, I wasn't low kicking there. It's bittersweet. Now he can't do much to Pix. I mean, he can also can't KO Garg after the boost. Well, you know, Bandit would have done a lot more, but Garg is very hard for him to revenge kill even after the Choice Scarf, and he's Protean, so he'd have to knock here. I'll have to get going with Chomp. No, he has the Flower Trick. Man, this is a fucking annoying Mon versus my team. This Flower Trick obviously is in contact, so I'm not getting hazard. He's knocked again for some reason. Okay. I'd be very shocked if it's Sucker Punch, but I'd lose if it's Sucker. I'd be staring down Tinglu. So I said my Goldengo is really good. Okay, so let's say that I don't think he has Sucker Punch. If he does, he does. And I'll fucking get clapped. Okay, so Meowscarada, one of the biggest threats, is gone. I have to keep Garg on Terrid, which isn't the end of the world. But Goldengo Terrid, I think, is more lethal. Like, look at his team now. Look at him looking like a fool. Yeah, so here comes that young Pex. This shit is not, this is not AV Pex. The way he's playing, yeah, that boy ain't about that AV life. What's interesting now, though, is my Decidueye for once in life is looking very dangerous. Like sweeping, kind of very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Again, the way he's playing is playing kind of shook. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of shook right now. Garg's too good in the late game. Let me see if he's AV. Yeah, I figured you weren't AV. So if that's the case, then why would I counterplay this if I were my opponent? I'd Tinglu. You got to Tinglu. The problem with Tinglu is that one is getting weakened, which is opening up my Tusk. But also it allows my Goldengo to come in. Yeah. And now I can trick. I no longer need this Choice Scarf. Oh, it's Sludge. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Alright, we'll recover here just till I'm alive. But Surf. Okay. Do that one more time. I'm gonna give this back to you, don't worry. I'm gonna give this back to you in a little bit. But he's Choice Scarf now, so always gonna Infestation to beat that Tinglu down. And the beauty of it is that he can't recover, but he can Ruination or whatever that shit is called. Rumination. I'll do 40 something. For Ruination, then that's nah, Pex is too important. He spikes again. Him being Black Sludge. I don't usually see Black Sludge on the Pixes because soon I'll be able to just trick away the Sludge too. I don't see Black Sludge. I don't know why he stayed. What's he gonna do? Okay, so bro's new to this. Okay, so bro's new to this. Cause soon I'll be able to go in and Leaf Blade. Okay. He tried to Toxic my Goldengo. Tinglu's gonna be at 27. I'll still Infestate because so Hatterene comes in, which is blessed. Don't think you 1v1 me, brother. I don't think there's any move you can KO me with. I just Sludge Bomb twice now. And this was the one thing that Decidueye couldn't take on. Psyshock, yeah. Toxapex is bold. That boy bold as a motherfucker. And this pesky ass Great Tusk is in now. issue is that my Peck Tusk comes in and just spins on your Tusk. What could the worst case scenario be? He is bulk up fast. Fast bulk up would be my worst case scenario. So let's think about this. Pex is really good, as you can see. If I stay in, then I'd go my Tusk, and I'd go for Rapid Spin, and I'd kill his Tinglu. Do I need Pex to win though? I don't think I do. This boy went for fucking rocks. This guy's out of his mind. Like, he's out of his mind. His mind out of. I know I went for rocks, so my Goldengo is a bitch. I'm really glad I didn't switch. I don't know what I would have switched to though. Like, the worst case scenario for me would have been him bulking up. I didn't need Pex to win. It was very good. That's a mistake that I made in the past. Using AV Pex, right? Not that like because it's doing so much work for me. I'm like, okay, well, I want to keep it. So yeah, Pex is more important than Goldengo. It's like good earthquake, Harris, whatnot, and all the things and such and things and such. Just recover here because there's no downside. I can't trick quite yet. I don't want the Pex being able to switch up moves. So now this would be the moment where he'd switch back to Pex. But even if he doesn't and rests, okay. So now he's gonna switch to Pex. I don't know why he's staying in. Maybe he forgot. His desperate time calls for desperate measures, I suppose. Obviously the wave crash, even if it KO'd me, it would do far too much. And now Pex only can surf. Watch him Toxic. Thinking there's gold was forgot about the ability. Man. That Encore Dragonite game hurt my soul, guys. So hurt my soul. I was thinking about it as well. I was like, you know, I can't think of one game where we crit Spadef dropped. Then again, we're attacking second most of the time, so that makes sense because these teams are slower to support that trash mod. So yeah, that is a factor. Decidueye could be good here. Could be good. Literally could sweep every mod on his team under the right conditions. Isn't that always the case though? Under the right conditions. What's gold day? Only good is quite good. Good enough to trick though. I am not 1,000 on that. Maybe. Let's see how this guy plays first. I need to see if he's trick Rotom. He has a guard too, so I can't just Terra Water. Pex is a huge problem for him. But I'd have to Terra my Pex to beat his Pex, which would then allow Rotom and Tusk to be able to attack into me. And how important is it for me to get rid of his guard with my Pex? Not that important. It's nice, but it's not that important. So I think I didn't expect guard chomp. Because I'm thinking about the sequences. I think the Garg sequence is better than the Garg sequence is better than the I need to be thinking out loud. Also, what I'm noticing is that I need to brush up on my rust because it's difficult for me to find a solid win condition, like to think it through. He goes to Gambit. The only thing I can see being really problematic is here. is if he is Terra Fairy, Terra Blast. Because otherwise, why in God's name would you Swords Dance? Like, that's such a bad play. Terra Water, Terra Fairy, that would be bad, but it's not the end of the world. I could still win. Going to Dragon Tail here. So this guy just katows while being a steel type, even though I could have been Life Orb Chomp. You can't make this shit up, bros. Like, you really cannot make this shit up. I don't know why he doubled. So he doesn't, he's probably sub DD if he doubled. Man, like, you cannot make, yeah, it starts. I'm gonna be staring down this Tusk. Let's see what the, you can't make this. I think he Hydro Pumps here 20 times out of 20. What I would do is recover first. He does Volt Switch. He specs. Fuck. So you're telling me your choice specs and then Volt Switch even though you were Salt Cured when if I went Chomp it was over for you. And you Katawed a Garchomp which would have killed your... Okay. That gave me a lot of data. A lot of data. I have enough data to where I can still win. Don't doubt me, guys. Specs Rotom, we confirm that. So Tusk on Spin Weed. It's physical Polt. Tusk is gonna have to go on a fucking rampage. But something I've always said is a player's bad plays always catch up to them. Right? Banded Tusk with knock. Okay. So what's phase 1? Okay, it's Banded Tusk. Phase 1 is spinning. Has to Hydro or Trick. Yeah, excellent. I'll have to play this very well. Jam, of course. Of course, we play this well. Like, fuck it, talk about. His leftovers, excellent. He's not gonna Hydro this time, but still going Pex. Oh, he does Hydro. Interesting. Goes Garg. I'm actually really glad about this because my Tusk can't one-shot this. Did he Terra it? He just is letting me fuck him up. Is he Terra Fairy? If he's Terra Fairy, if he's Terra Water. If he Terra Waters and EQs. Because what I can also do is potentially Shadow Ball sweep him the way things are panning out. What's my worst case scenario here? I need raw hazards. I need hazards. Yeah, it's Terra Water. I need hazards and I need to phase him. See, he's Terra Water fucking, actually kind of glad you went for please for the love of God hit. Thank you, that's big. Give me Rotom, yes, that's big. That's what she said. He might Volt Switch this time, but it's okay. Maybe. He finally tricks, which it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I'm actually choice specs now, so check this out. Show me his the Garg is Terra Water Garg is not great for me. But my Tusk can win the game. I just need to position myself perfectly. No, Goldengo tricks the right thing. So what I end up doing here is sludge bombing, because Garg is gonna come in. Choice spec sludge bombs are coming off 300 attack. Even if you were to go Gambit for some stupid reason, I can go hard guard chomp and Gambit set up fodder for my Tusk. It goes Pult. Like, you cannot make this stuff up, my friends. It goes Pult. No. But I think this might be banded. This might be banded. Either way, we go Goldengo here. Yeah, he's banded. Crits the second one. We're tricking here. If we can catch his Garg. Oh my god, guys. Do not fret. Do not fret. Jam has got you. Okay, so we're wiggling our way back into this. We're wiggling our way back into this after just the most silly couple first turns I've ever seen in my life. Bro really was about to throw his Gambit away. I don't regret the Dragon Tail play because it's objectively the best play. If I double down on these Terra flying and SDs again, I'm fucked. So the Dragon Tail play was the best one. It's just I'm thinking like, why would you set up if you don't like what? Okay, anyway, Salkir comes out here. The question is, do I take it to recover or do I go hard guard Champo? I'll net with a higher amount of health. I'll be at 75 or 72-ish. Yeah. So Salkir's just blessed. Night Gust Earthquake. Do I spike? Because what's going to happen now at Earthquake? In case he tries to go Cinderace. Okay, excellent. So we get to go Tusk here. And I cannot have this. I just think he might go hard Dragapult, and that's really fucking shit. But if he goes hard Cinderace, Cinderace doesn't even make sense though. Okay, well, let me think this through. Dragapult is banded, so I can't have Dragapult coming in for free. Okay, bulks up. Okay. I wish I spun, but I'll take this for now. He does go Pult, which is a good play. I should have spun the first turn. Shit. Because now the Pult gets to get away. Well, not get away, but... It's not over yet, though. If he U-turns, he'd have to go to Rotom. He darts. Now he gets to go to Rotom or Cinderace. Or maybe even his own Tusk. Rotom. She has to Hydro Pump here. Not confident Goldie can take it. Dies to hazards. But now I can surf. Full switch probably will kill me. Shit. So if I spun versus guard, man, that was the key turn there. Cause now he's probably Jolly Banded Tusk and I lose. Yeah. Yeah. Rough day today, boys. Rough day on the ladder today, boys. I could have spun. Because what I was thinking is, if he goes to Pult as I spin, I didn't think he knew enough to actually go to Pult the second time, truth be told. I'm actually very surprised by that. So the Decision Y team is giving us a hard time here. I don't even know what the fuck to modify on it. Because I know Decision Y is just the issue. But I know we have to roll with one team straight up, no matter how bad it's doing, and then we have to adjust with the next one and come back with it for the points. But I knew the Decision Y team would be kind of tricky. But I still could have won that game though. Just got to keep in mind where I am. Like, these guys aren't top G's, you know. I gotta factor that in, or else I'm gonna be losing a ton of points. Yeah, about what I expected you to do. No Spadef drop, fucking miracle. So again, I have to play them as 1600s, but I'm also not playing perfectly, which I need to do to win these games. Perfection is required. Guard Chomp shouldn't have even been my initial switch there. But I don't have any tusk switching. I kind of have to bank on watching BI Spitter. You can't make this shit up, bros. Cannot make this shit the fuck up, man. What's my worst case? He's not in Shadow Ball range. If he's gonna switch, he should Gambit. It could Terrifier, I suppose, but I know Gambit's coming in, which I don't mind as. I could see a Tusk. I could see a Moth double, but okay, Goldango double. That doesn't really get you far. Very tempted to go hard to my Goldango here. What I'll do is Pex first. Let me see. Question, would you give me your balloon? Guess it doesn't matter. My best position is to reposition to Goldango. And it's not Heavy Duty Boots backs, which is blessed. It's still better to make it rain. It's still better to make it rain. It's AV fucking Tusk. That is funny. Because I'm bulk up, it's Moth, it's plus speed Moth, which means he has to Fire Dance spam. Should be able to peck still. Doesn't get the luck he needed. Psychic is doing 34. That's blessed. I have Decidueye for once. I know you're gonna luck, but you didn't get the luck on the turn you needed it. I'm gonna Sludge Bomb here so that Shadow Sneak can come through. Plus I have a Garg, but Glaive Rush is hard, which I think this shit is choice. Nah, that's just ball. It's just ball. If Gambit comes in, I have several ways to deal with it. VSDs, I'll just woke up. What, did he Terra yet? Yeah, he Terra Dragon just now, right? I'm not tripping. Yeah, he Terra Dragon. Okay. Yeah, okay, goodbye. I was like, I'm like, oh, Terra, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta always make sure, you know what I'm saying? But obviously we were just knock. There's no reason to switch. And he's done. Well, that was a quicker game. It was a quicker game. Just gonna grab another one. Just gonna keep going, man. One upside I have to remember is that just like my last #1 run, I was really out of touch with the meta. And so if you guys recall who watched that, I just would play a string of games just to lose. I'm not trying to lose, but I wanted to be surprised by every gimmick, every set, every Terra, so that the next time nothing could surprise me. And that's exactly what happened. My #1 run, once I got used to the metagame, I think we went from like 1850 to #1 with maybe 2 losses, because there was no more surprises, right? And we had a solid enough team that could tank surprises. Garg being one of them, meaning like what was on the team. So we're facing another Dragonite. So now this is our opportunity to adapt. Terra Water Guard is great. It's gonna be the win condiciones. Pex is gonna have to be there for that Moth, depending on which booster it is. Chomp is handsome as fuck. Just gorgeous. Just a gorgeous man. Not many great Shadow Ball switch-ins. But I don't think I want to trick the Tinglu. It's not that deep. It's never that deep. What my issue is staring down his backs, but as I said, people tend to mindlessly. Let me think this through. Is Leaf Blade really the best play? Because it's either Leaf Blade or Low Kick here. Yes, Leaf Blade's the best play. He's leaving this in 3000%. Yeah, I told you, the mindless plays for a spike. Was it worth it? He sees the Life Orb, so I know he doesn't want any smoke with this guy. I'm gonna Low Kick this time. because he might have went back Excalibur. So now he has no Shadow Ball switching, and my Decidueye is looking fucking gorgeous. It's probably Specs Moth. Very, very tempted to just go for knockoff here, but Pex can scout one turn. Besides, the Pex is here for this. Yeah, figured he'd be Specs Moth. Does allow me to position Goldango for them Shadow Balls. Just actually 3 KO, Jesus. I can Garg second time. 29. This is too important. I'd be very shocked if the Garg got 2 KO. I gotta be careful of this. Because Garg cursing wins. I do want this gone. But I'm not giving Goldango up, because it can trick that Dragonite. So if I go Garg, he hard switches to Tusk. Yeah, I'll have to eat this hit. Garg's bulky as shit. So I'm hoping for the no you know what. Okay, he didn't get it. So now we're staring down Tusk. Goes Goldie first, funnily enough. Very odd decision for a lot of reasons. I'd assume this is Scarf Trick. It's a very odd decision. She gets Terra Water. The reason I'm concerned is that the I don't want to go chomp out Pex. Don't like Pex versus Specs, so he does trick. Now he's AV, so he can't trick back my Garg, and that's a big deal. So he may be plotting. He may have a nasty plot, which I'm gonna scare him out with my Garchomp, I'd assume. Well, I could play this a couple different ways. So I think his best solution to my Moth though. It's Moth there. So what I'm concerned about is him plotting and then being faster than my Garchomp and going for the Make It Rain. Very well. Should the Shadow Ball, please, for the love of God, do not. Okay, Make It Rain. That's Make It Rainable. Doesn't know what kind of chomp I am. That did a lot more to me than I expected. I need these hazards. Let's say he does Make It Rain. Where else am I gonna get the rocks up? Yeah, I forced him out. I scared him out. That's the word I was looking for. He hasn't terra'd yet. Seen Terra Fairy before. Let's say that's the case. Better just Earthquake. Come on, dude! God damn! That's a whole Earthquake damage, and I know he's banded, bro. Fuck. Like shit, dude. Okay, whatever. I know he's banded. I know he's banded. Fuck, dude. Alright, I got the rocks up, which is good. So let's get this party started. I know his Tusk is gonna knock. If he's not bulk up, then he's in a bind. Could be Encore Night, but if I get boosted enough. Let's see if he's bulk up too. Spins. Doesn't say. I'm gonna knock first. Body press. Yeah, he's not bulk up. I don't need a million boosts. That should do it. Actually, I'm not sure if that one shots backs. I need to run this calc. I need to one shot his back Excalibur. Excalibur. This is where that Earthquake damage is gonna matter. OU Choice Band. Great. So it's like a Terra Water, I suppose. which guarantees that nothing can happen. Great Tusk. Because what's the worst case? The worst case is him fucking, yeah, let's just kill the Tusk. If he goes back, so I'll just Terra Water on it. Because I have like 1,000,000 defense anyway, so it probably won't do a lot of damage to me either way, but... Did he Terra yet? Tusk in there. And now my Garganacl is looking handsome. Excalibur, right? So if I Terra here, it does make Goldingo a lingering issue. I just don't see how he's gonna beat my Tusk. Sorry, shards. Oh, it did one shot. Wow, I didn't even need to Terra. I could have ran the calc, but let's knock here. I have +1 speed, but what's he gonna do? Knock off slightly. Just spin here. Should do a KO, yeah. Whew, anybody else paused, held their breath there? Knock stronger, so. Whew! Oh my goodness. Anybody else held their breath there? For the you know what? Barely got any points from that. Forgot how far down we dropped. But yeah, we're gonna end it here. I have to modify it a bit. Chomp is the weakest link. I think the original idea that I had and how it's being executed here isn't functioning. Like, I need to update it. Do I have time today? I might. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed. The last version of this will be tomorrow, and I'm sure it'll perform. I'll see you in the next one.